And Etta never went anywhere without her reading glasses, so I had to make this official. This is what Nanny did most of her day, was she changed glasses. Just like me. If she came downstairs, she left her reading glasses upstairs. If she went upstairs, she left her regular glasses. Anyway, and she would always have pins in her pocket. She always had an apron with a pocket in it. She had millions of bobby pins. We still find them in the floors at my mother's. Oh yes, I forgot that. She always had her cleaning stuff. And she always had a sweater draped over her. And she usually had a house dress. And she was only 80 pounds, so just cut me in half. That's where you would find Etta. But she had an awful habit of coming and leaning on our wood stove. She would come out to the kitchen and lean on the back of the wood stove. Well, once in a while she would catch on fire. Someone would have to say how she died. She would have to put her out. Yeah, she was so little. So anyway, so Anne's done the pre-op of who I am. I'm Save's younger sister. And and as she said, now Save was born in
Johnny house.
No, she said she was born in Aunt Save's house, but Etta was born in the Johnny house.
Etta was born in the...
Now Charles must have been living with his parents, because Etta was born in the Johnny house and not in Aunt Save's house. I don't like this is the Johnny house sat in the field between the Crawford house and Aunt Save's house. And sat on the Crawford property in Holderville. Isabella was a Johnson from Canada Cases Island, their mother, and as Anne said, she came to White's Church to singing lessons. And there's a picture of Charles and Isabella as their oldest. Let you hold them. What's that?
Isabella came from Canada Cases Island, and there was a Johnson who was related to the Gambles. And which would bring Sarah around in a circle to back to the
I didn't know. She was quite as close as the others.
Mike Samuel,
Samuel and Sarah Whitaker.
That's where she did.
And then Charles and Isabella.
And Isabella came from the island.
Right.
Okay, and now Anne and I are their children. Okay.
You brought my head around it.
I know, I don't blame you. Now, so then, after Etta was born, after I was born, Charles and Isabella moved to the States, and that's where Mabel and Will were born, which would be Leslie and Peter's grandfather, Will Holder. Will Holder was our brother too, right? Yeah, so you got that connection to the Holder family. Right? Uncle Larry's father was Will, my brother, Etta's brother, okay? Because you're going to have to remember that for the story.
I just met someone who said her uncle, she had an Uncle Will Holder, Margot King. Margot King.
What about her?
Well, she said Uncle Will Holder was her great uncle.
But there's several William Holders.
Oh,
so they were,
of course.
Yeah.
Keith Dow's grandfather was William Holder.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Anyway, she's related.
Yeah.
So Beth, there was 4 of them. 4 children.
No, 6.
There was more?
6 kids. There was, they were, let me see, I have them here.
There's 4 being presented.
So,
There's Sarah, Aunt Sage, and then Ethel. Then I was the 3rd, Etta, then Mabel, and then William,
Okay.
Will Holder, and Les.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So anyway, they returned to Holderville when Nanny, before 1988. And 1888, sorry. Oh, forget those first 2 letters, numbers. And this is a fabricated diary of Etta Titus, Holder Titus. And she doesn't like life. She wants to make sure we know it's fabricated, some of it. Some of it. It's all based on truth. March 24th, 1888. Mr. Lasky took us for a row today, and when we returned to our house, we had a new baby brother. He is to be named Leslie. He is so tiny and cute, and they were living in the summer house at this time. They came home to the summer house when they came home from the States. Summer 1888. Mama sent us to the shipyard this morning to gather wood chips to burn in the stove. The shipyards were somewhere between the summer house and the bungalow. September. Picked an apple on my way to Holderville School this morning for the teacher. 1898. Grandpa Samuel has died. His land, buildings, etc. have been transferred to Uncle George Holder. Papa has purchased the property and it is to be our new home. That would be Aunt Sade's house. 1899, I have finished school here and am going to Boston to train as a nurse. Have been refused to nursing school as they think I am too young. Could it be that I only weigh 80 pounds? They told me to go home and mature for a year. I will be back. 1903, graduated from nursing today. I have a position here in Boston, so we'll take it. 1905, typhoid fever is rampant here in Boston. Today I had a patient throw his bedpan at me and his feces spattered all over my face and body. Later, I have been ill with typhoid fever. It is a terrible illness and I am still weak from it. I am going home to Holderville to recuperate and know not where my future work will be. 1911, in Holderville with Mom and Papa, Abe Holder has died. Uncle George's wife has asked me to help lay, whoever he was, has asked me to help lay him out. Quite an experience and lots of tales. How funny that, as I have returned as a professional adult, I am privy to so many stories. Apparently, Abe was noted for being a ladies' man, and when we laid him out, he still had an erection. This is a true story. This is not This is Holder's comment. It can't even stay down when he's dead.
Which one was he now?
1912. Am doing private nursing duty in St. John. Have met a tall, handsome man, Harry Titus from Upham, who works with his father in shipping, produce, etc. August 28, 1913. Harry and I were married today. Small wedding. We will sail up the St. John River for our honeymoon. Harry and his partner have purchased a store in Indiantown. We are going to live on Metcalf Street. 1914. Les has decided to build a cabin down near the river in Holderville. He is calling it the Bungalow. We love it there. 1914. We have a new teacher in Holderville. Her name is Stella Gregg from Lower Mill Street. I think Will is quite taken with her. 1914. I'm not sure of this date, someone will have to correct me after. Will and Stella married. They are moving to Lower Mill Stream to farm. March 25th, 1915. We have a beautiful son today, Eldon Holder Titus. I am sure my life will be changing. November 1915. Les has gone to Camp Sussex to train for the Army. January 1916. Eldon and I back to St. John after quite a stay with the folks in Holderville. June 1916, Les left for overseas today on a troop ship, I presume out of Halifax. July 1916, Les lands in Liverpool, England, and is shipped to Shorecliff, England. Camp is near a town of Folkestone. August 1916, all to Holderville to help Mom entertain her Kennebecasis Island family. December 1916, Eldon and I made up Christmas package for Les. He is at Whitley Camp near London for a while. Mom and Papa sick in Holderville. May 1917, Sade is moving to the bungalow for the summer with Gilbert and Murray. Eldon and I are going up for part of the summer as well. Papa is planting. Mom has gone to visit Will, and she has gone to visit Ethel. I'm not sure where Ethel was living. Hear that John Patterson was killed in France. That's June 1917. January 1918, Les to Seaford, South England for engineering and pioneer work course. March 1918, Les has been shipped to France. May 1918, Sade is back to the bungalow. Can't wait to join her. This is my father in Holderville visiting his grandparents, and he was referred to in Les's letters as the little mascot. Like, I hear the little mascot was there, and I hear the little mascot went home. Yeah. June 1918, Mabel and Gilbert McMulkin have moved to their new home in St. John. That would be their other sister. November 1918, war has ended and Les is still fine. Plans to come home soon. Fall 1918, Spanish flu has hit New Brunswick. Hear that John Eldon Chetley has died from it in the city. That would be Eldon Chetley's father. and he died before Eldon was born. December 1918, Ben and Amelia Henderson's family in Holderville had been hit hard with the flu. Amelia and Thurlow both ended up with pneumonia. Let's hope Mom and Papa can survive this one. The Anglican minister's wife in Kingston, Zeta Waterman, died from the flu. March 28, 1919, Sergeant Leslie Holder, winner of Military Medal, returned to St. John, landed in Halifax from SS Olympic. 1919, Eldon has been mischievous today. Somehow he managed to get into Harry's money box and was giving money to passersby from the stairs on Main Street. Thankfully, someone came to tell us and gave the money back. Most of it has been retrieved. March 18, 1920. We have a beautiful red-headed daughter today. Her name is Helen Isabel. Spring 1920. Harry has dissolved his partnership and giving up the store. We are purchasing a potato farm in Southampton, near Woodstock. August 21st. Eldon off to school today for the first time. How he has grown. He goes to Woodstock with Harry at times and tries to be a helper. Lots of work on this farm. August 29th, 22. Sade and Rame Holder married today. Not sure how this will work out. October 31st, 22. Les can't seem to stay home. He is leaving today by ship from New York to San Francisco, and then partway around the world. Will be gone for over a year. August 1st, 1923, we have another boy for us, William Harry Titus. He is handsome, and Eldon and Helen are quite taken with him. This will be the last baby for this house. Harry is cut off. By me, anyway.
Did you make that part up?
I didn't make that part. No, I'm telling you, I didn't make some of these parts. They couldn't have been made up. Here they are in Southampton.